Hello everyone, this is another new video of supply demand trading, and this is in gold supply demand trading, and I'm gonna show you the trading strategy. Also I will show you the live trade I made recently, and I will show that everything, that proof, and how the structurally it's work and the systematically it's work, and everything I will be explaining, and everything that is explained is just details and what is the logic behind we made this trade. So I will explain everything. So let's start this video right now here. Okay, first of all, let's try to understand the structure, that how actually we did the trade, the logics we'll understand in drawing, then we'll go for the live market trade. So now first of all we are going to understanding this. First we see that the market is did a big fall. You can see from this place it did a big fall in the market. Behind the reason is right now in the reason is it's a gold trading, and the reason because of this fall it's behind the US government, which is actually they are making some of this justification, and they're making the revise the Fort Knox the gold reserve section. They're justifying this, the gold reserve is still valid, or it's actually matching the gold reserve. So this is why the news of conspiracy, the market is did this fall, and after this fall we find some of making its small structure changes inside of there. So when it is doing these changes in here, so we're going to finding some any kinds of trading structure and opportunity. So first of all we see this is a big push down, we see find out there, then we're going to see that any kinds of market structure. So if we say that this is the market structure hope happen started, so this is here and high created, and then another high, low created, there is another high, and then there is another high point created. So this is how actually the market is moving right now here. So we're going to finding a small push up, you can see. So we'll consider it as a highest point, this is as a highest point. And when we will be consider it when this is breaking up this here, exactly this breaking here, and we see there is a small change of character in internally. So you can see we find out a new lowest point here. So this is our new lowest point. So we find our low here, and you can see this is change of character, and you can see the market is did a change of character push up and then take a retest back here and then shoot up again. So now we see that another things that we see that this is a new high was created when this is the change of character happen. So now you can see this is the change of character happen, and when we see the market is did this push up, when we see that the market is did this push and then take a back retest, and then this is the trade continuation. This is first of all we see change of character, then it's make a retest and break again. So it means the trend is continuous reaching continuation here. So it means we see the first previous is bearish, then here the change of character to the bullish, and then change of character to make a continuous. So it means the bearish to bullish has been change of character is changes the trend to bullish, and then here it's proved that the trend is really continue to the bullish side. So this is why we are in bullish in this setup. So now we'll find any kinds of point of interest zone in here. So let's see, we can find any kinds of point of interest zone. So this is break of a structure, we find out this is break of a structure, and we're going to finding any kinds of point of interest zone. We can find any kinds of imbalance zone inside this, but that must be definitely in below this our Fibonacci retracement tool. If we use the Fibonacci retracement tool everywhere when there is a consolidation, we always use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and must be say that if we find any kinds of point of interest, that should be below this 0.5 level. If we find any kinds of interest zone, this is where we are actually interested. So now we'll find any kinds of interest zone, point of interest. So if we find example, if we find this anywhere any imbalance zone in this area, so this will draw our demand zone. So you can see the market should come down, and it should create any kinds of, here it can be created any kinds of inducement and liquidity, also created any inducement liquidity in nearly this area, exactly the demand level area. It can create another inducement in this area. So this is happen, so sometimes happen inducement here and sometimes happen here, but we are always to be patient. We are interested in our demand zone. So the market should definitely tap this our demand zone, only then we will be interested to make our trade, and we'll find our interested to finding this trade opportunity here. So when this market did a tap in this zone, so we can definitely make a position open here if you want to short, if you don't want to make confirmation and losing trade, but I always recommend you to make a confirmation trade. And when this is the recent high, if you see this the recent high is breaking up and then we can find any kinds of imbalance or demand zone in this inside area, and then we can place our entry, and then we can target the recent highest level. So you can find in new produce the new imbalance produced zone, a demand zone here. So this is our previous zone that we find out. So this is our zone, and this is our new zone is produced. So we are interested to place this order into this zone, and we are going to make it the target here. So let's see that. I hope you understand this drawing here. Now we will go for the live market trade. Also, before showing this the live market trade, I'm gonna give you that the example that I share this trade also into my Telegram group. So this is, you can see I share this long price action setup is making one gold. So this is, you can see this, I share this the trading setup here, and then I show you that. So first of all, let me show you that how is the logics behind here. So as I said, the first of all, the markets did a push down according to the news, you can see here, then it's creating the upturn movement and changing character. It's happening here like this, it's happening to changing. So this is bearish, and then the change of character is happen, the market is going to the upside. It means we shifted to the bullish momentum here. So now if we see that higher high, higher low, if we're going to mark it higher high, higher low, if we're going to mark it here higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So definitely higher high, higher low is making here. So the market is completely in bullish setup. So you can mark, you can start the structure marking from this level. This is change of character. First of all, this is change of character, and then you can mark it here. This is break of a structure. You can mark it, start to marking it, and there is another break of a structure. So actually we are not interested in the previous things, just we got that idea the market is going to the upside and it is bullish. So this is where we're gonna marking the last break of a structure is happen, and this is here. So this is the last break of a structure happen. So here we're interested into the placing trade. So if we see that the recent area, we can see is the first of all from we are going to mark it, it's from there. So if we apply this or Fibonacci retracement, so this is our high and lowest point. So definitely we're going to finding any kinds of point of interest zone behind this 0.5 level. Okay, fine, we're trying to finding any kinds of interest level in behind this 0.5 level. So now let's try to find out any kinds of 0.5 level. If we find any kinds of interest zone, so let's try to understand. So first of all, we see an imbalance is here exactly. So there is an imbalance zone. We find out an imbalance here, and then we find out another imbalance zone in this area. This is another imbalance zone. So we find out this is another imbalance zone. So we find out these two imbalance zones, which actually we're interested. If we see that this is actually more lower, and this is a biggest imbalance zone, and this is a tiny smaller imbalance zone, and this is why this is a tiny, so we are not interested here, and this is a biggest and powerful reactive imbalance, so we are interested in the last imbalance zone here. So the reason is also I will show you that actually the move is created here, and if you see any kinds of order block zone also here, you can see this is the last candle, and it is swept all the last candle liquidity, and after this candle this move is started from here. So this is why we are interested in order block area. So you're gonna finding this imbalance zone we find out already. So this imbalance is we are not interested, and we always trade that imbalance zone, the demand zone, the last candle. So this is the last candle which is we are interested. So this is our demand zone right now, and this is our imbalance zone. So we want the market should fail before tap this or demand zone, market should fail that imbalance, and it can make it a little bit of reaction. So let's see where it's gone. Let me remove this drawing. So let's play it out, and you can see okay, it's already gone shifted there. So let me go back and let me play it one by one. So let's play it one by one, and you can see it is actually not reacted here, directly tap into this zone. So now I'm shifting to 1 minute time frame to make a confirmation zone. So first of all we see okay, it has already passed out. So let me hide this. So if we see that this is the last lowest candle, the last low, and it is breaking this low, is break and sweep down this low. So this is the last low, and this is here. Internally if you see there is a bearish break of a structure. If you see that the previously, if you see in the top is when the move is started, you can see the market is already started to moving in bearish momentum. It is started already. So this is, you can see, this is the market is actually bearish already here, and we can also apply here the market is structured. This is here the market structure, you can apply here. So we see that the last market structure, so this is the lowest candle, and this is still the market is one bearish here. So this is the highest point. Fine, we find out a highest point. So this is highest point. So if this is tapped to a demand zone, so we will definitely want to see that any kinds of change of character to happen in bullish side. So now when we see that the candle is break and close above this zone, so this is the change of character happen here. So this is actually previously the market is bearish till this level, till this the market is bearish. Right now the market did a break of structure in this area, so it means the change of character. Previous market bearish and now it is changes to bullish. So the market is shifted to bearish to bullish. So this is where we find out any change of character here. So now we're actually we're interested any kinds of imbalance zone we'll find out. So we find out here an imbalance zone, we find this. So this is an imbalance zone we find out, and you can see this is a tiny bigger imbalance zone. So this is too much powerful here. So also this imbalance zone is valid or invalid. I have made it inside a video about this, how to find a valid imbalance zone and invalid imbalance zone. So if you see that this is a valid imbalance zone, I'm going to explain a little bit of here. When you see this candle is first candle, the second candle is happened, and this, okay, the second candle is actually created this, and when you see second candle, this first candle close above here, and the second candle close is here. And the third candle, when you see the third candle is started moving from here, and this is tap a little bit of zone, and it's keep a imbalance means a fair value gap, and this third candle is close above the second candle. So it means really a powerful strong movement here. So this is why this is a complete valid imbalance zone, and we are definitely interested in this valid imbalance zone. So this is why where we're gonna make it our imbalance demand zone is the last candle. So this is here our last candle, and we're gonna make it here one more thing. So I'm gonna shift into 15-minute time frame to finding our stop loss protection. So you can see, as you can see, this candle is our this one, and I'm gonna leave my stop loss to this candle low, so which is actually the last lowest point. So I'm gonna draw a line this candle which is actually the low, and making it the last lowest point, and shift it to 1 minute time frame again. So this line is basically our stop loss protection, because this is our last lowest point and stop loss protection here. So now I'm gonna make it placing our NT exactly this zone, and stop loss definitely below this our stop loss protection demand line which is here. And the target is, I'm gonna shift into 15 minutes to identify any kinds of target zone. So this is, we can see any kinds of target zone is, if you try to find out any kinds of, this is the highest point. If you try to find any demand zone, so you definitely need to find any kinds of imbalance, you can target the highest point. But if you see that, if you think that the highest point is too far away, the market should not go this high, so then you can find any kinds of the supply zone where actually the institutional investor are waiting to sell the market. So for supply zone you can find any kinds of imbalance in bearish. So this area there is no imbalance zone, so you can find imbalance zone is exactly here. So if we go here, so this is the imbalance zone we can find out. So let me remove this drawing here. So we find that imbalance zone here. So this is imbalance here, and this is supply zone. So this is the last candle, the supply zone is this. So this is the supply zone, which is the imbalance. Is I'm not gonna interested to this imbalance here, because we're gonna making just targeting here. So this is supply zone is our target, and you can make at least the 50% or the bottom point which is started from here. So this, if you think that this is the target zone, so I'm just making, I'm not want to make this the complete supply zone to making my targets here. So I'm just making this the bottom points in this supply zone. This is I'm gonna targeting, and go to 1 minute time frame, and let's target this. The target is set and stop loss is set. Now just waiting to the market to come back our zone, and we are just gonna want to place our NT here. Now let's forward. The market is started moving here. You can see it is not gonna, it's just reacted to that our imbalance zone here. Now waiting for the market to place. So you can see the NT is placed exactly this candle, and this our stop loss is shifted here. And then you can see the market is exactly enter, and according to our analysis, now we should make the market should play us and you can see that the market is getting, we are getting this 6.96 something, which is actually 6.96 something, 6.9. Let's try to understand is 6.9 is to 1 trade. So which is actually, if you are going to make the trade for $1 risking, you are getting profit of $6.9, you are risking that $1. So this is the ratio, and this is the biggest one. This is 6.97. This is enough good and big ratio. Let's try to play out. So now we can see the market is started playing, and you can see it was did so a lot of consolidations and make some of waiting here, but we will still be patient because we still want to see that the market should take the high. Also, you can do one more thing when this market is hit at the equal high nearly this area. So this area you can book your 50% of your trade. You can close here and you can keep your trade to the stop loss. Stop loss to the break even. You can keep this label, the recent level of there, so you can keep your stop loss this area, and you can trail the target, the market, to get your target. So let's see. You can see it was still playing out in here, and we're still on the way. We're not get the target yet. Now you can see here exactly we hit that our target, and you can see the profit card also here. So I hope you get this, the logic behind this trade. So if you have any question related to this video and what kinds of videos and topics you want, give me on the comment section below, and do subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you will never miss any videos just like this. And thanks for watching this video.